So, this next assignment that you're going to begin working on over this next week is the What Do We Already Know free write. And so, this is a unique assignment. It's another assignment that is not actually part of your thesis. It's just kind of some of the prep work, but it's very unique in the standpoint that this is going to be very exploratory in nature. So wait to make sure you've gotten feedback from your idea statement assignment first. Make sure that you're on the right track with that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to explore that idea a little bit further. And so we're trying to give direction and a foundation for the project. So we need to have a bit of idea of what research is already out there before we start um, reviewing all of the literature so we can start to organize it, make some outlines, different aspects. So we need to do some reading first and foremost. And then also, we need to make sure that this assignment is going to be adequately unique. Basically, we don't want to be, three-quarters of the way through our project and then find that somebody has already done it, and then most of the value in that research is already gone because you can read somebody else's, and so the chance of getting it published or contributing to the greater literature is not as good. So here's the assignment. There's going to be two parts. Only one part you're actually going to turn in. So the first part is going to be a literature search. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to perform at least 5 different searches, probably on PubMed or Sports Discus, and these need to get at least 100 articles apiece, right? So this should take a little bit of time to go through and look at these 500 different articles. Just look at the titles as far as different things. Look at those. Trying to identify what is already out there, what has been done. Then I want you to pick of those 500 that you've looked on, and some of those will obviously be duplicates, and that's okay. I want you to pick 10 to 15 of the most relevant articles. So pick 10 to 15 of those that are most relevant, and then you're going to get them into full text. If you need to interlibrary loan them. If they're available in free full text, even better. But go ahead and get those, and you're going to read them, make some notes on them. If you're using EndNote, this is a good place where you can start to use some of the EndNote library things to put notes in your EndNote library directly. You can put keywords in there so you can find these articles easier. Or if you want to go old school, like I did when I was doing mine, just get one of those Expando notebooks things and start putting the articles in there with different folders. So you might have one little area for one topic, another for another topic, and so on and so forth with there. And you start to organize these based on how you might use them in the future. So once you have those 10 to 15 articles, you have these 10 to 15 articles already done, written, and kind of outlined with this as far as their main points. I want you to write about 3 to 5 pages, okay? And that's very loose in there. Write what you need to write to answer these 3 questions. First and foremost, what problems or conditions are being addressed in the literature, or basically what's the context? So when you're reading these sorts of things, what are some of the problems that are in this area that you're interested in that might need to be fixed? Right? So basically, identify a problem. So the second question is, what studies have been done and what do we already know? This is where you're going to talk about specifically these 10 to 15 studies, but also include in there some of the other studies that you looked at. You don't need to cite them. You don't need to do anything like that. You're only going to end up citing these 10 to 15 studies that you found there. But basically, what is out there in the literature, what different topics are being discussed, what sort of research has already been done that we can use to create the foundation of our research, but not duplicate that research. And that leads us into the third question. What remains to be done? What future research? Just about every research article ends with, needs for future research. Identify some of those, and those can end up becoming our research projects in the future. So hopefully at the end of this assignment, you have a better idea of what research is already out there, and you can refine then your idea statement into a researchable question, and that will be the next assignment within there. So for this assignment, you don't need to focus on formal writing structure. We're not going to be graded on formal writing structure. It's just the ideas, but also make sure that you include those 10 to 15 articles in your in-text citations. As always, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Otherwise, have a great day.